The year was 2005. Monsignor Valgros had been pastor of St. San Joachim Parish for 10 years. The parish had started out with masses at Discovery School and Riverview Place for the first year. Then a location affectionately known as the Warehouse opened up on South University Drive next to the Cork and Cleaver. The parish used a contract for deed arrangement and moved into its first permanent space, while the fundraising began for its forever permanent space on the corner of 52nd Avenue South and 25th Street South. In December of 2001, the parish moved into its newest and forever home, and masses began in what is now the Holy Family Social Hall for the next 9 years, as fundraising began for what it was called Phase 2, the church itself. But Monsignor Gross's health took a decided turn for the worse. He had done so much in the first 10 years of the parish's life. In August of 2005, Monsignor Valgros resigned as pastor of St. San Joachim due to health concerns. He retired to North Fargo and eventually moved back to Napoleon, North Dakota, where he was born and raised and currently residing. Our parish will never be able to repay him for all he did. Without Monsignor Gross, our parish would not be as it is. Who would be the second pastor of St. San Joachim? Who would continue the hard work and effort of Monsignor Gross? How about this man? Look at this baby priest. Bishop Aquila picked a past parochial vicar of St. San Joachim, Father Brian Bachmeyer, to return to the parish and continue the work of pastoring this parish and building its new church. Father Brian Bachmeyer had been an engineering student at the University of North Dakota, and his great desire for beautiful sacred architecture and art, with a sense of the history and heritage of the church, made him a perfect fit to move the parish forward in its task of designing and bringing the vision of Monsignor Gross for the parish to its fruition. Father Bachmeyer went to work immediately. He had a much bigger parish to pastor than Monsignor Gross had begun with, thanks to Monsignor's great efforts in building up the parish itself. And he began, with the help of many parishioners and parish committees and the official architect Zerberg of Fargo, to design a church. A church design began to take shape. It would be grand and monumental. The groundbreaking took place with Bishop Aquila on April 30th, 2008, and at that ceremony a very curious incident was photographed. The first 3 pastors of the parish all came together, not knowing what the future held for each of them. Months passed by, and the winter of 2008-2009 came and went. The inside of the church began to take shape. There would be side shrines to finish, statues to be added in, stained glass windows to be made and installed. Even the tabernacle would be made just for this particular church. And then, another pastoral change. This fine young priest, ordained in 1990, would become the 3rd pastor of St. San Joachim in December of 2009. 2 months after Father Paul Duksher arrived, the big day arrived. February 11th, 2010, Bishop Aquila came to our parish and dedicated our new church and offered its first Mass. Then the daily life of the parish began as now something normal in the new church. From week to week, Masses were offered in both the main church and the Magnificat chapel. The parish got its social hall back. The annual puppet show began its run. As well as the Christmas dinner theater. The fall festival no longer needed to take down the worship space to serve its meal. as well as using the gathering space area, which no longer needed to be the social hall. The parish continued to grow, especially with young'uns. Our children filled the ranks of our Catholic school and our religious education program. And we kept up the seeming never-ending project of finishing our church. A beautiful organ was purchased, paid for, and installed. Shrines completed and statues placed in them. And it was time to even put up an outdoor picnic shelter for some great warm weather parish events. And after many years and much giving, the day arrived, December 20th, 2017. 22 years and 3 months after Monsignor Valgross began the parish with a small loan, it was paid off with the last payment to the Diocese of Fargo. There will always be room for some expansion and renovation as the years go by, and continued maintenance for such a big parish physical plant. But now, our parish is ours. Our family of families has built and paid for it. We move forward now with the people of God of St. San and Joachim into the future, doing our best to make real all the blessings the Father wishes to give us through this parish. Monsignor Gross's favorite scripture passage is well put, as we have finished the work of building and paying for this parish. Be still and know that I am God. May our stewardship of this parish continue as we move forward to serve the generations to come of people who come through our doors.